staying in basketball, we're gonna, talking about Kobe Bryant. Another superstar actually had comments about Kobe Bryant and actually felt some kind of way about the media, technically us, about how people have talked about Kobe Bryant. Kevin Durant in an interview said, "I did idolize Kobe Bryant. I studied him, wanted to be like him. He was our Michael Jordan. I watched Michael Jordan. I watched Michael toward the end of his career with the Wizards, and I seen that that's what Kobe emerged as the guy for us. I've been disappointed this year because you guys, the media, treated him like expletive. He's a legend, and all I hear is about how bad he's playing, how bad he's shooting. Time for him to hang it up. You guys treated one of our legends like expletive, and I didn't really like it. Hopefully now you can start being nice to him now that he decided to retire after this year. It was sad the way he was getting treated. He had an amazing career, a guy who changed the game for me as a player mentally and physically. It means so much to the game of basketball. Someone I'm always going to look to for advice. Just a brilliant, intelligent man. Sad to see him go. He put his mark on the game. So, how do you guys feel about Kevin Durant's comments? And do you think he has a point that the media technically has treated Kobe wrong in his last stint as a Laker, his waning years as a Laker? Rudy, we'll start off with you. What do you think?
For once, I'll actually agree with Kevin Durant on his stance against the media. Kobe's been the butt of a lot of jokes this season and a lot of poking fun of and pointing out this and that instead of focusing on as a whole how great he is and his career was. Now that people know and it's out in the open that he's going through his last ride, maybe they'll let up some. But Kevin Durant was correct. They have been, being a little bit unfair with the treatment of Kobe and his play, knowing the issues that he's had physically and whatnot, and the fact that he's still willing to go out there and play 31 minutes for a team that's not going anywhere fast. So hopefully now that they know he's retiring, things will change around a little bit and we'll start to appreciate Kobe. We'll start to see some of those ESPN Sports Center top 10 Kobe moments of his
Oh, they
career or
already
something like
started.
that.
Yeah, they started.
So,
Yeah, he was on
so
Snapchat on ESPN Snapchat the other day.
yeah,
Like,
so I just think that's something that needs to change, and I actually agree with Kevin Durant this time.
all right, Khalid, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to disagree with Kevin Durant on one point. I don't think that they're necessarily. I mean, they are like making him the butt of a couple jokes, but they're also just reporting on his performance as well. I mean, Kobe has been performing as the best as the Kobe we used to, like we used to know, and he's playing not very well, so they're just reporting that. I mean, some of the comments and jokes and stuff like that may be unnecessary. I mean, it comes with media and stuff like that, but I do think that like after like he announced his retirement, that there will be a big shift in just admiration and just praising Kobe Bryant for what he's done in his career. And I do think that it should have been done before, like saying how great he was or whatever like that, highlighting his career. But like I said, the media just covers what they see, and they have to show the people that Kobe isn't playing well. I mean, jokes whatever come, but definitely they have to report what they see.
All right, Rashad, what do you think?
I agree 100% with Kevin Durant. I think with the media, with Sports Center, with all that stuff done with Kobe, it's just wrong. I mean, I've said Kobe played bad. I've been saying Kobe played bad, but I haven't been like, yep, it's time for him to go ahead and hang it up after this game. Nah, stuff like that is just wrong. And then just for you to, because he announced it, now you want to tribute everything to Kobe Bryant. I think that's so beat up that why couldn't you like, I mean, a lot of us assume that was his last season. Why couldn't you just start doing that now? Why you gotta wait till he announces it and then be like, oh, we're gonna miss you, Kobe, instead of, Kobe, you suck. You should hang it up after the jersey. I mean, after this game, put the jersey away now. You ain't doing that team no good. Just stuff like that. It bothers me. And I understand how Kevin Durant is feeling about it. Cause seeing all this now, it honestly, makes me toss and turn when I sleep because all they want to do now is praise Kobe for how good he was just because he announced his retirement instead of doing it. Everybody know this was a hurt season. This is a 37-year-old man fighting as much as he can to be the savior for that team. And but to people, because he's not averaging 25 like you normally do, 27, they feel like, yeah, they're going to just talk bad about him and stuff like that. So yeah, what Kevin Durant said was right. They did treat him like crap. So basically, I don't know. I just don't feel like they're doing him right. And for them to bring up the Tribune stuff now and showing all this top 10 stuff, nah, they continue what you're doing because you're not making anything better.
Yeah, I agree with you too, but I also see where what Khalid was saying because they do need a report on this stuff, but like because the way I feel like the way they were kind of sliding Kobe was like they feel like oh he doesn't realize how bad he's playing, but Kobe consistently would say I'm playing like garbage or whatever. So I feel like the media they kind of did do him disservice. It's like they played him in a sense. It's like coming even on this show, we've said Kobe shot terribly. You know, we've noted it. We've said it on this show. Kobe shot terribly, but we never were like pushing him out the door. Like it feels like
we never said retire for this game.
yeah, you know, it feels like they've almost pushed him out the door to an extent. And to that, I feel like it's wrong. Like I hate when you wait till like a person's career is over to honor how great they are. Like a lot of people are going to do the same thing with LeBron James. I mean, granted, LeBron James getting the praise now, but even LeBron James prime years ago, the media was just coming for LeBron James for to some extent. Like it seemed like after when he left from Cleveland to go to Miami, everybody wanted LeBron to lose, and you just saw how many people were waiting like piranhas to get on LeBron James for the loss. But nobody noted how LeBron James got them there with his performances against the Celtics, how much he averaged in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like people wait. It feels like greatness, like these players become elevated only after their careers are over. And it feels like if Kobe would have retired years ago, like the media would have been like, oh, that's how we wanted you to go out. But he wanted to come back and try to fight for this team. He wanted to come out and prove because he hasn't technically played a whole season in 2 to 3 years. So in his mind, he's like, well, technically, I'm technically still a 35-year-old dude in my body and stuff. And he just came out. He tested the waters for 16 games. He hasn't played like the Kobe he wanted to play like. So that's when he announced it. Yeah. But the media is pretty much like, just domed him out for it. Like let's not forget this man has no team. He has a rookie in D'Angelo Russell sharing the wing with him. He's playing small forward now for the team, trying to do whatever he can to help the team. But your starting lineup consists of D'Angelo Russell, a rookie, Jordan Clarkson, a sophomore player in the league, Julius Randle, who's technically a rookie, and Roy Hibbert, who's old, who's pretty much damaged goods since leaving Indiana. He hasn't been the Roy Hibbert that had that playoff run. Roy Hibbert hasn't even been a great player for like one whole season. He's just had one great playoff run, and that got no like credibility for that. So you give that man a supporting cast like that, and you expect him to be able to play like that. He's not the same number 8 Kobe that you gave him that supporting cast. He's gonna go out and drop 60 points in 3 quarters. Like he's not that same dude. He's 37 years old, and it's just sad to see. Like it took him having to announce his retirement for people to be like, okay, now that you have admitted that this is your last season, now we'll accept the bad play. No, you have to understand he's 37 years old. He's trying his best. I mean, you can sometimes. I mean, you can see the shots Kobe takes. I'm like, he doesn't always have the best shot selection, but I mean, he's Kobe Bryant, so. You can say, oh, he's not saying Kobe from before, whatever you want to say. But, I mean, if he's not taking those shots, and a lot of times people look at Kobe's field goal percentage, they don't realize that a lot of times he's getting the ball late in the shot clock from his teammates. They do that, or they give him the ball late in the shot clock, and it's like, what is he supposed to make out of that? Then, or he'll get forced into a bad shot because the offense breaks down. Everybody just starts looking at him. It's just always some scenarios that don't, a lot of things going. If you watch a Laker game, it's painful to watch the Lakers play right now. Like, there are shots you see Kobe that he would normally hit. You're like, okay, he's missing some kind of things. But when the Lakers played the Golden State Warriors last week, when the Warriors initially were going to go above that 15 win streak, and they're going to 16 games, and you watch the Lakers play, legit the only shred of a offensive like that looked like productive offense was D'Angelo Russell, who shot 4 of 7 in that game. Other than that, you look at the team, you're just like, how is anybody supposed to work with this? Like. Even LeBron James would not have come to this team to play on this team. I even think he could carry LeBron James in his prime probably can get this team to the playoffs, but they lose immediately in this Western Conference. So you have to note that he's playing in the toughest conference there is, playing these teams 4 times in the year, most of the time, because he's in the toughest conference there is, and he's in one of the toughest divisions there is too. He's in the same divisions as the Golden State Warriors, the Clippers, the Suns, and the Sacramento Kings. So the top 3 teams of that division are all arguably playoff teams. The Suns just missed the playoffs last year, along, and then the Clippers and Golden State made it. Golden State's the best team in the league.
Suns barely missed it too.
Yeah, the Suns barely missed it, and then you have the Clippers who went to 7 games last year with the Rockets, and we're in the playoffs. So you just look at it and you're like, he's not playing against like scrubs now. He's playing against the best of the best, and yet the media never gave him credit for it until it was all over, which is pretty sad because when you remember how like the greatness Kobe has been, like you sit there and you kind of it's like you feel happy for Kobe because it's finally you're just like he gets to go on this farewell tour, he gets to get appreciated and everything, but then it's sad in the same sense because it's like he wasn't fully appreciated to the extent near the end of his career that he should have been. And also a quick thing before we go to the next topic, a lot of people gave him slighted Kobe for us not being able to get free agents. When I think how your overall team looks also factors into that. Like people are saying, oh, Kobe Bryant's contract does this, does that, or affects how people want to come to the Lakers. You don't realize the fact that if a second best player on our team is Jordan Clarkson or D'Angelo Russell, who isn't proven in the league, what is going to make LaMarcus Aldridge going to want to come to this team over the San Antonio Spurs? What is going to make him want to come to this team, or even want to come to this team more than he wants to stay with the Portland Trailblazers? The Portland Trailblazers, he had Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and a whole other players. But the Lakers, the best thing we have is Swaggy P. Oh, and almost some circumstances, the most bright player that looks the feature our future looks best for is Jordan Clarkson, but the best player we technically have right now is Swaggy P. So it's like when you look at it, like what free agent is going to want to come to that? People try to put it on Kobe. Kobe is Kobe's too alpha. Hard. Yeah, he's too alpha, too hard on people. But you got to look at it from the aspect of the point of the Lakers, head office hasn't done much to give Kobe help or even to put him in a position to the fact that we can get free agents and we'll be able to get players that, will inevitably get them to the playoffs. But what were you going to say, Rashad? You rather say something?
No, I was just basically saying how like people didn't want to play because, they'd be like, Kobe's too hard on people. That's why Dwight said Kobe was too hard and stuff like that. He just wants everybody to get better. He wants to win. And we don't have that team. That's why, people like, especially other like top players go to the Eastern Conference because it's an easier chance to win as well. So because even when Kobe retires, I don't see free agents still wanting to choose Los Angeles as a destination.
You don't have anything
because there's even when you had Kobe Bryant, you still had that mentorship, and that's for like some players will still want that, but they feel like he's not there anymore. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna help us get better? Who's gonna be other than me trying to help them get better? Who's gonna help me get better? You know what I'm saying? So even when he retires, nobody's gonna want to come there still. It's more so gonna be a draft building a team off the draft because Los Angeles is not an attractive place right now. If you went to the Clippers, it's not attractive. It's not attractive at all. It's actually having no pieces there. And paying Kobe that money, he deserved that money for everything he did for this franchise. So he deserved that money. So for people to bag him on his money, I know I said some stuff about it too. I was like, maybe you should have took less money to bring people in, but at the same time, people still gonna come in because we offered max contracts to people and they still didn't come.
See, for me, the stance has always been Kobe, get your money because nobody was gonna come to this team in the first place. Dwight Howard left. You know what I mean? Like we have a resume of people having left after Jerry West, passed, or after he got Jerry Buss, my fault, Jerry Buss, after he got sick and then inevitably passed. Nobody wanted to come to this team or stay with this team. So it's one of those things. I was like, you're the person that's bringing in everybody now. The only reason why the Lakers seats are going to be filled now is because people know Kobe Bryant's retiring. Nobody's coming to see anybody else. Probably at the beginning of the season, people wanted to see how D'Angelo Russell was going to play, and D'Angelo Russell hasn't played bad now. He hasn't played bad at all. But yeah, the coach. I mean, when your rookie's only playing 26 minutes, that's your starting point guard. You don't play him in the fourth quarter. Like what is that going to do for him? So but that's one of the things D'Angelo Russell looked forward to when he came to the Lakers. He said, I'm gonna love being in Los Angeles, but mostly I'm gonna love to learn to be able to learn from Kobe Bryant, whatever, to see his work ethic and stuff. Some people embrace that. Some players are, same with Julius Randle. Some players embrace it. Some people shy away from it. Dwight Howard shied away from it. D'Angelo Russell wants to take on more from it. LaMarcus Aldridge said the best thing of the free agency meeting, because people try to say all this stuff about that LaMarcus Aldridge was turned off by Kobe, but LaMarcus Aldridge came out to the defense of Kobe weeks ago and said Kobe Bryant was the best part of the meeting because he pretty much just gave me the feel that like he wants to win. And he was the best part of the meeting versus all the other stuff that they try to pitch to him about the money and the LA lore and becoming a celebrity. Kobe's always got his eye on the prize. So Kobe Bryant's career at the end of the day is one of the best of all time. Probably on Thursday we'll be having a debate of where he ranks amongst the best. Who knows? But we'll probably be talking about something like that because that's how great a career he's had that he gets mentioned in the same breath. It's undoubted that he's 1 and 2 with Jordan for best shooting guard of all time. And then when you talk about best scorers, he's definitely up there. I mean, the man holds the second best scoring output in league history of 81 points. I mean, he outscored the Dallas Mavericks at one time in 3 quarters. He outscored them by himself. Sorry, Rudy, I know that's your team, but it's the truth. I mean, and he didn't play the fourth quarter. The man didn't play the fourth quarter. So who can imagine how much he would have scored?
Like, you don't want to get punched in the back of the head, right?
I'm just saying, hey, Kobe punched him in the back of the head. But go.
Do I need to bring up what happened in the playoffs?
You can bring up what happened in the playoffs, but I mean, at the end of the day, Lakers got how many championships? The Mavericks got 1.
Hey, we swept y'all under the carpet to get
You
that
swept.
one.
You did sweep us. You're right. But I mean, at the end of the day, how many championships did the Mavericks got? I'll wait. It's Kobe's pinky finger, right?
We went through Kobe to get that championship.
I'm just saying it's Kobe's pinky finger, right?
We went through Kobe to get that
You
championship.
went through everybody. Yeah, you went through everybody.
Respect our championship.
I'm not disrespecting, but respect Kobe's also. He went through a lot of people.
Oh no, I respect it. I just didn't like that shot that you had to throw out there.
I was just
You didn't have to
talking
mention
about
that. No, you didn't have to
how
mention
great of a
that.
score he was.
You could have mentioned the Raptors. You could have mentioned the
did.
Raptors.
I said 81 points.
No.
I said 81 points.
No, you could have
And then-
mentioned how he outscored their whole team, basically. But you had to mention the Mavericks.
But he didn't
You
outscore the whole
had to
team.
mention the
He
Mavericks.
didn't outscore
It's
the whole
okay.
team.
It's okay.
He outscored the Mavericks.
We'll
in
enjoy
3
whooping
quarters.
you guys for the next 5 years.
Okay. Yeah, but unless you won that championship, what is it then? Huh?
It's just us whooping you and me being happy.
Okay. Consolation prize, right?
Yeah, basically.
How many years were we whooping y'all before y'all won a championship?
Not many, because you met us in the playoffs once and you got swept.
No. But you're talking about you're gonna beat on us in the regular season. How many times did we beat on y'all in the regular season?
Well, I'm sorry that you can't make the playoffs.
Now you're changing your thing, huh?
Just saying the Mavericks are in the playoff race right now.
But unless you win that championship,
We're relevant.
But here's the thing. Why would you want to be in the playoff
So about
race?
the NFL coaches that need to be fired.
No. Let me get this one point across real quick. So why would you want to be that 7th, 8th team, AC team in the playoffs, not being able to get good draft picks or anything, not attracting big free agents because DeAndre Jordan did leave y'all, not being able to get quality free agents. You're in that realm nobody wants to be in when you're sitting there at 7th or 8th. You're not really getting good draft picks. You're not winning. So who wants to be there?
I mean, if we're being technical right now, the Mavericks are actually number 5 or number 4. So
let the season progress.
Let
the season progress on. Let the season progress.
And as we've seen, DeAndre Jordan leaving us actually wasn't a bad thing because Zaza Pachulia has been playing great and DeAndre hasn't really been playing that great. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, what you say is supposed to sting and hurt and whatnot. But
it's the truth.
I mean, no. But when you say we're not getting free agents, we got Chandler Parsons, we got Wesley Matthews, and these aren't scrubs. And unless you want to correct me and say that they are scrubs,
they're role players.
I mean, but they're still quality players. They're still
players.
better than what the Lakers will be able to get from here on out.
Rudy, you will be in the same predicament as us in 1 to 2 years.
No,
when
not
Dirk
at all.
Nowitzki leaves, you guys will be just like us.
Not really, because
You would
Dirk's
just be
role on
sitting
this
there
team right
watching
now
from the
is very
side.
minimal.
You'll still be watching from the side just like us.
Dirk had a great season.
No, I'm not saying he's not having
You
a great
saying
season,
his
but
impact-
he's not the guy that we know
Without-
that we have
without
to count
Dirk,
on.
y'all
We have
not-
players
y'all-
around him
without
that
Dirk-
can still do the thing. We've had multiple games where Deron Williams has been our leading scorer, where Wesley Matthews has been our leading scorer, where Chandler Parsons has been our leading scorer. We don't need Dirk to do what y'all are asking Kobe to do.
You're a 7th, 8th place team with Dirk on the team. When Dirk is gone, you're nothing.
We
you're Lakers.
were literally in
You're
3rd
Lakers.
place like a game ago.
Rudy, we were also 16 games into the season. We're also
when I tried to make this argument like 2 weeks ago, it didn't matter when you're talking about the best players so far. Don't bring this up to me. No.
But okay,
no.
Well, hold on a second. Yeah, we did make that case, but I also said and y'all are 5th place in the West. It's not like y'all are number 1 or number 2. Like I said. Like I said, for the best, but I'm saying what I said was who was playing as the best player right now. We're talking about season longevity, and you're talking about the y'all swept us one season, y'all gonna beat us in the regular season. But let's not forget all the years Kobe Bryant spent beating on the Mavericks. Let's not act like that gets swept under the rug now because he had one. You had
just
one
like we swept
series.
y'all under the rug.
Exactly. See, that's the only claim to fame that the Mavericks have is we swept the Lakers. But
well, no, the claim to fame is the fact that we swept y'all on the rug. Then we beat Kevin Durant, and we beat a very good Trailblazers team, and then we beat LeBron when we weren't supposed to. That's the claim to fame. That was just a consolation prize that we beat y'all.
1 year though.
Y'all were the cherry on top.
And I guess you don't remember. I guess you don't remember the year that y'all got to the finals and lost to Dwayne Wade when you were supposed to.
No, I do remember that. No, I really do remember that. But then again, we were a bigger underdog to LeBron in the Heat than Dwayne Wade was to us.
Y'all were, but I'm saying don't try and like throw jabs at the Lakers. Like
I only threw a counter punch. You
No,
threw the jabs.
No, I
you
didn't
threw
throw
the
a jab.
jabs.
I didn't
Yes,
throw a
you
jab.
did. You came out here swinging for the fences. I just had to defend myself.
No, I defended my
About
Lakers
these
team.
NFL coaches that need to be fired.
I'm gonna defend my team regardless.
About these NFL coaches that need to be fired.
I'm gonna defend my team
About these
regardless.
NFL coaches. Bro, we gotta get this out. We gotta finish the show.
Okay. Anyways,